Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So you guys have to excuse the lighting. I didn't really get a chance. The day is just not going the way that I wanted to. But other than that, you guys, happy Valentine's Day, happy Monday. What are you guys doing today? Honestly, I wasn't gonna come over here and do a video. I was just gonna beat my face, which I'm still gonna do. Put some makeup on and just kind of hang out. My babies are not here. I am going to be celebrating Valentine's Day with them this weekend when they come here. So yeah, I was just thinking about taking it easy today, but I decided to come on here anyway and give y'all these updates. So let's try to jump right into things as soon as I can find the news. Oh, goodness. Come on now. Don't act silly with me right now. Okay, so first things first, in the state of California, not necessarily some news, but just a little update. Some people are saying that it's time for Governor Gavin Newsom to lift the state of emergency in California, but he doesn't want to. And honestly, I have to agree. You guys know if you have the state of emergency in place in your state, that still makes it possible for your state to get the extra benefits like the pandemic EBT, the emergency SNAP maximum allotments, and all of that. If they have rescinded their state of emergency declaration, then that is probably why your state is not receiving those additional benefits anymore. It says even as California hosts a Super Bowl, California, I don't know what that has to do with anything. California Governor Gavin Newsom says our state is still under a state of emergency. Why? Because the pandemic could kill millions of people in California alone within a matter of 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. When Newsom originally imposed a state of emergency nearly 2 years ago, that was the justification used. Millions of pending deaths in California alone, and that same hysterical and erroneous justification is still being used today. The mountains of COVID science we have racked up overwhelmingly refutes the need for the state of emergency to continue in California. Death rates are far lower than originally projected and are concentrated in narrow demographics of older individuals 75 plus. I think that's a bunch of bull crap because I have been seeing in the news children are getting sick. It's not just the elderly that are getting sick. People of all ages, all colors, and whatever are getting sick. Okay, even during the recent Omicron surge, California hospital capacity remained resilient. That is also a lie. So you see how these articles be going back and forth, because I was reading you guys some articles not too long ago talking about how California, and not just California, but across the U.S., all of the hospitals were pretty much at capacity. They didn't have enough healthcare workers. They were trying to get people to come over from other states that still hadn't even graduated yet, allowing people even here who hadn't even graduated yet to kind of jump in and help out because they were so short-handed, also due to the labor shortage, which was also due to the pandemic. But here it is, they're trying to say that California has remained resilient. Which one is it? Because it can't be both. In addition, look around the country. All but a handful of U.S. states are operating without emergency orders and have been since June of 2021. I don't think that is true as well. Y'all let me know. But I've seen you guys' comments down below telling me that your state sometimes fall up under these restrictions even before California does, for whatever the reason may be. Those states are doing good or better than California. So why does Newsom continue his unscientific and data refuted emergency order? Newsom wants continued emergency powers to bypass the legislature and impose far-ranging restrictions and mandates. But don't expect Newsom to follow his own mandates. Newsom was caught earlier this month breaking his own masking rules. Once again, a pattern of mandate breaking by Democratic elected officials across the state. So I do understand the hypocrisy when they're talking about wearing a mask, especially when there's a mask mandate in place and then your own governor is not wearing it. But I don't think that has anything to do with the fact that we are still in a state of emergency. People are still losing their lives. People are still affected by what's going on as it pertains to the pandemic. And I believe ultimately that the reason why he is keeping the state of emergency declaration in place is so that he can continue to, yes, pass these small bills and implement these restrictions and things of that nature. But it's also so that he can still have, the state can still have access to the emergency funding, because once he takes that away, then California will be among the rest of the future few states that are no longer receiving those benefits, like the emergency SNAP allotments and the pandemic EBT and all of that stuff. There's more funding that comes along with that, but we won't be allowed as a state to have access to those funds if there's no state of emergency declaration in place. So I do think that he's doing a good job, at least in that area. Okay. This came out a couple of days ago. It says 10 million Americans could be protected from eviction for another year. Y'all have to excuse me. My allergies are kicking in. So that is why this part of my nose is itching me like crazy. And I just don't know what to do about it. But many people experienced their share of income loss during the pandemic. And a lot of people who didn't have any savings to fall back on fell behind on their rent. We already know this. Up until mid-2021, there was a federal eviction ban in place that barred landlords from evicting tenants on the basis of non-payment. To be clear, you guys, you can still be evicted if you violate another rule, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to do with not paying your rent. But if you moved in with 2 people and now you got 15 people living in a household, you can still be evicted for things of that nature, okay? In some parts of the country, eviction bans were extended at the local level to offer residents even more relief, okay? Recently, Los Angeles County voted to extend certain protections that should make a world of difference for local renters. Los Angeles County's Board of Supervisors recently extended the countrywide evictions protections through the end of 2022. I didn't know that. I think I talked about that, but I could have just forgot. You could just put it right there, baby. The board also put a ban on rent hikes for some tenants. Not surprisingly, local landlords were not happy with this decision. To be fair, many have been struggling to pay their own bills and mortgages since the start of the pandemic, so it's understandable these new rulings serve as a blow. So I do get it. I've said this to you guys. I do understand that even though they're putting these eviction protections in place for the renters, it is not doing much good for the landlords. I do 100% understand that. And that's why I feel like there should be some other program implemented to help them. I know that they have, and here's the thing. I know that for the most part, there is, rental relief that they can get. I know that it's a complicated procedure, and most landlords don't want to go through that complicated procedure to get the money because it takes a while for them to get to money. I don't know if there is anything that our president can do in terms of, what do they call that? I forgot what they call it. Signing executive orders or whatever to make stuff happen right away, where he could cancel mortgage payments or anything like that, or to take some of the pressure off of the landlords. I don't know if he has that capability, but I still think that they need to be researching and looking into something that can give some relief to these landlords, because to be perfectly honest, landlords are still evicting people regardless. They're finding ways to evict people regardless of these eviction moratoriums that are in place. Okay, they're making it about something else. I mean, some landlords are shady. I'm just gonna say it. Some of them are not. I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but I feel like the ones that are that hard pressed for money, they're gonna find a way around these eviction moratoriums, and they're gonna start evicting people regardless. Okay, starting on this date, April 1st, 2022, eviction protections will return for tenants who can't pay their rent. Since 2021, October of 2021, landlords have been able to pursue evictions on the basis of rent non-payment, but only in cases where tenants have not applied for rental assistance. Come April 1st, landlords won't be able to pursue any evictions for non-payments for 2 months. It says June 1st of 2022, beginning on this date, the April 1st eviction protections will only apply to tenants earning up to 80% of Los Angeles County's median income. Okay, in Los Angeles, that's $94,560 per year for a family of 4. Tenants will need to self-certify that they meet the income requirement to keep their personal eviction bans in place. Okay. Ooh. Rents will be frozen too. In addition to extended eviction protections, Los Angeles County is instituting a freeze on rent hikes for tenants living in rent-controlled units within unincorporated parts of the county. Tenants covered by this ruling will not see their rent go up until at least 2023. I love that. 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 Okay. So they are essentially providing some type of lifeline for renters. Like I said, I do understand that this doesn't do much good for the landlords, and I really do wish that they would get that up and going. But let's move on to taxes. A quick update on returns and refunds during tax season. This came out a couple of days ago. It says next week, hopeful taxpayers will begin checking bank accounts for tax refunds. We know that the tax season opened up, the IRS opened up January the 24th, okay? And they're giving you the same spiel. Usually it's going to take 21 days if they file electronically and choose direct deposit. Return not yet processed. If you're one of the millions of taxpayers like me, not me, this is the person, this article, whose 2020 tax returns have not yet been processed, you can still file your 2021 tax return. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows that. However, the IRS requires you to input your adjusted gross income or your AGI from your most recent tax return when you file electronically. So I'm assuming that they're talking about when you go online to use the Where's My Refund tool, you would put your income from your 2021 tax return, not your 2020. If you're still waiting for processing, make sure to enter $0 for last year's AGI when prompted. Okay, now it goes on to talk about delayed refunds, and it says once your tax return has been filed, you'll likely need to exercise a little patience. I've been telling you guys that for the last couple of weeks. Taxpayers who are expecting to adjust advanced child tax credit payments will need to make sure the amounts they've received are entered correctly on the return. Again, I've been telling you guys this. This goes on to say that you're going to be receiving these letters, which I do think that you should take to your tax preparer so that they'll have that information and put the most accurate information in your return before they send it off for processing. Okay, taxpayers who claim the earned income tax credit, the EITC, and the additional child tax credit, the ACTC, also will have to wait. By law, IRS must hold refunds tied to the EITC and the ACTC till February the 15th. But that's tomorrow. Okay, that's tomorrow. So, I mean, considering the fact that everyone's pretty much still waiting for documentation, it's not like you're going to have to wait much longer. Unfortunately, because I've seen so many articles where they're saying that they are backlogged in the millions. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with 2020 tax return and then now adding on 2021. So I'm going to say, you guys, this isn't on the IRS website. Let me let you know that. Let me give you that disclaimer so you guys won't be like, I didn't find that info anywhere. I'm just giving you guys my opinion about what's going on and the things that I have been seeing. Don't expect to get your taxes back anytime sooner than maybe March, maybe even April, okay? It's a possibility that you could get your tax returns earlier than that, your tax refunds, I mean, earlier than that, but most likely because of how backlogged they are, how short-staffed they are, I don't see anybody getting their tax returns within 21 days unless you're lucky you don't have any EITC. No type of extra credits is the only way. And even then, because of everything that's already going on with the IRS, I still feel like you may have to wait a little bit longer than 21 days. I mean, I'm just forewarning you guys. Again, this information is not on the IRS website right now. This is an article, but, you know, I don't think they're too far off. Moving on from that, I think that's all I'm gonna give you guys when it comes to news. Let's check on emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of, what month are we in? February? And see what we got going on over there. I haven't checked, so I don't know if there's anything additional. Y'all have to excuse my son. We had a surprise visit. His father is here. And so he is up and running around and just enjoying life to the fullest right now, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh. So, as of today, let me get my paper out because y'all know I like to go through it and write it down. As we're doing it, we're going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. All right, so for February, emergency SNAP maximum benefits. Starting off with Alabama, we have March the 1st. Alaska, February the 1st through the 28th. Arizona, regular issuance. Oh, God, this irritated me. Colorado, February the 6th through the 11th. Delaware, February the 23rd. DC, regular issuance. Georgia, February 24th through the 26th and then the 28th. Hawaii, we have March the 14th. Illinois, February the 20th through the 28th. Indiana, February the 5th through the 23rd, odd days only. Iowa, February the 1st through the 10th. Kansas, March the 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, February 2nd through the 19th. Louisiana, February the 5th, 12th, 19th, and I think the 26th. Maine, February the 10th. Maryland, February the 1st through the 28th, so pretty much all month long. Michigan, February 19th through the 28th. New Jersey, February the 1st through the 5th. New Hampshire, February the 3rd and the 18th, and then March the 3rd and the 18th. What was after New Jersey? New Hampshire. New Mexico. New Mexico, I don't have it written down. I believe that we were having difficulties last week, and I still don't see it on here, but I do believe that New Mexico is always from the 1st to the end of the month, so all month long for New Mexico. So just check your cards. New York, I don't have New York written down because it was just too much to write down, so I'm just going to read it out to you guys. Let's see here. Okay, so for New York and New York City, supplements will be issued February the 10th from the 14th through the 18th and from the 22nd through the 25th. Benefits will be available the next day following issuance. In the rest of the state district, supplements will be issued February 7th through the 10th and then February the 13th through the 17th, okay, with benefits available the following day. So that was for New York. North Carolina, February the 22nd through the 28th, and then March 1st through the 3rd. Ohio, February the 24th. Oklahoma, February the 10th through the 15th. Oregon, February the 10th, 25th, and March 1st. Pennsylvania, February the 15th through the 19th, the 23rd through the 26th, and March 1st, and April the 8th. Rhode Island, February the 3rd. South Carolina, February the 1st through the 19th for currently approved households, and then February the 1st through the 28th for new applications. Texas, we have February the 2nd through the 8th, but give it all the way up until the end of the month, okay? Check your cards. Virginia, February the 16th. Washington, February the 2nd through the 20th. It also says with regular issuance, so I'm just going to say the 2nd through the 20th. West Virginia, February 3rd. Final run, March the 9th. Wisconsin, February the 12th. And then a catch-up April the 2nd. Wyoming, February the 2nd through the 5th, and then Guam, February the 18th, and then last but certainly not least, we have the Virgin Islands at February the 19th. So just a couple of days for that. Now, let's switch gears. Let's head over to pandemic EBT benefits, see if anything has changed there. Let me go ahead and do a quick refresh. I am going to put a video on the screen for you guys as well so you can see yourself. But as of today, February the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, pandemic EBT for this current school year 2021-2022, we have Colorado, Delaware, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, and Wisconsin. All right, you guys, that is absolutely all that I have for you guys. I think I did pretty good today. You guys can see I'm feeling much better. I still got some situations going on, and for those of you guys who were worrying about me, I did take a test and it was negative. Okay, so we are all clear. All right, all clear. I still got this situation going on. I still have, you know what I'm saying, I still have some back and forth drainage just going on or whatever. And I don't know how long that's going to go on. And then on top of the fact that I usually get flared up around this time anyway because of it's allergy season for me. Yeah, I'm probably going to be like this for another couple of weeks. I hope to God not. But anyways, you guys, on that note, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys. Trust me, tomorrow it will be a lot better and a lot quieter, because we won't have all of the yelling going on upstairs. But at any rate, you guys, don't forget to smash that like button because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Also, on that note, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my new channel, which is Live, Love, Elevate 2. I will have the link for that down below in the description box. I keep saying I'm going to have a whole bunch of videos coming out over there, and I don't do it. That is my bad, you guys. I'm working on it. Y'all know I've been sick, but I'm getting ready to beat this face right now. I don't know if I'm going to do it on camera because it's going to take too long. But at any rate, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to that channel. Remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.